Imagine spending 15 years in a classroom, only to graduate and realize you have no idea how a credit card actually works. We were taught the Pythagorean theorem and the life cycle of a cell, yet the word, money, remained a forbidden secret. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on why the education system was designed to keep you financially illiterate. Because in 2026, relying on a school curriculum to teach you wealth is like using a map from the 1800s to find a Tesla station. Let's start with the hard truth. Schools weren't designed to create millionaires, they were designed to create employees. To understand this, we have to look back at the Industrial Revolution, where the modern school system was born. Factories needed workers who were punctual, followed instructions, and didn't ask too many questions about the profit margins. As Robert Kiyosaki famously said in Rich Dad Poor Dad, the system focuses on academic and professional skills, but ignores financial ones. You were taught to work for money, but never how to make money work for you. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how budgeting and investing aren't on the same report card as history or geography? This isn't an accident. A financially literate population is harder to control and less likely to accept high-interest debt. Instead of teaching us about the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest, they taught us how to memorize dates of dead kings. While you were busy learning about the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, inflation was becoming the powerhouse of your debt. Most graduates enter the real world with a mountain of student loans and zero knowledge on how to manage them. They fall straight into the rat race, working harder to pay for things they don't need to impress people they don't like. As Morgan Housel notes in The Psychology of Money, doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are. It has everything to do with how you behave. But how can you behave correctly if you've never been shown the rules? Rule number 1, an asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Simple, right? Yet, most people spend their entire lives buying liabilities that they think are assets, like that shiny new car on a 7-year loan. School taught you that a home is your greatest investment, but they never mentioned the interest, taxes, and maintenance costs. We were taught to fear risk, so we kept our money in savings accounts where it slowly dies due to 3% inflation. Financial literacy isn't just about spreadsheets, it's about freedom. The freedom to say no to a job you hate. Look at the wealth gap in 2026. The top 1% understand tax codes, while the 99% are afraid to even open a tax return. Why? Because schools teach us that taxes are a boring chore, not a strategic game that can be optimized. If you don't understand how money works, the people who do understand it will eventually take yours. It's the hidden tax of ignorance. Every high-interest loan you sign is a victory for a system that thrives on your confusion. But here's the good news. The internet has democratized the knowledge that used to be hidden in country club boardrooms. You are now the dean of your own university. Your curriculum starts with the realization that safe isn't always secure. Building a portfolio isn't gambling, it's participating in the growth of the global economy. Let's look at a chart. Compare a $10,000 investment in an index fund versus leaving it in a high-interest savings account over 30 years. The difference isn't just a few $1,000s, it's the difference between retiring at 50 or working until 75. Schools don't teach this because they need you to stay in the workforce for as long as possible. But you are watching this because you want a different path. You want to break the cycle of work, spend, repeat. To do that, you must master the 3 pillars of wealth: earning, saving, and investing. Earning is your offense. Saving is your defense. Investing is your special teams that wins the game while you're on the bench. Most people only focus on earning. They think a higher salary will solve their problems. But as Jim Rohn said, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. If you earn $100,000 but spend $105,000, you are still poor. The math doesn't care about your job title. We need to talk about delayed gratification. The ability to sacrifice a latte today for a legacy tomorrow. School rewards you for short-term results, cramming for a test to get a grade. Wealth rewards you for long-term consistency. In the financial world, cramming doesn't work. You can't make up for 20 years of lost compounding in 6 months. This is why you must start now. Even if it's just $50 a month, the time value of money is your greatest ally. Imagine your money as a small army of soldiers. Every dollar you invest is a soldier working to capture more territory for you. Eventually, those soldiers have children, interest, and those children start working for you too. That is wealth. But if you spend that dollar on a designer bag, you've just executed one of your soldiers. Look at this diagram of cash flow. See how the wealthy move their money into assets before they buy luxuries. School taught us to study hard to get a good job. They forgot to tell us to buy assets so you don't need a job. The 2026 economy is volatile. Artificial intelligence is changing the job market faster than textbooks can be printed. Your degree has an expiration date. Your financial literacy is an evergreen asset that never devalues. Stop waiting for the government or the school board to change the curriculum. They move at the speed of a turtle. You must move at the speed of the market. Start by reading 1 book a month on finance. Follow the 50-30-20 rule as a baseline: needs, wants, and your future self. Surround yourself with people who talk about ideas and assets rather than people and drama. Because you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and that includes their bank accounts. The why is simple: freedom. The ability to control your time is the highest dividend money pays. Don't let your 12 years of schooling be the reason you spend 40 years in a cubicle. Relearn the rules of the game. Understand that debt is a tool for the wise but a trap for the uninformed. Today is the day you graduate from the system and enroll in the school of wealth. The M word isn't a secret anymore. It's your ticket to a life designed by you, not for you. Subscribe and join us on this journey. Because the best investment you will ever make is in your own mind.